Yo, what up, y'all? I'm here today to talk about that Mortal Kombat 11 story mode. Now, a lot of you guys are getting Mortal Kombat 11 today, and you're running into a little problem because if you're not online, if you don't have at least one half of the patch downloaded, you cannot play Mortal Kombat 11 story. Now, this is a big problem to me. I've been saying this for a long time. You should be allowed to a certain extent to do things online. Now understand that a lot of these things are happening because you have to be able to access the servers to be able to get certain things, to collect crypt items. I mean, a Mortal Kombat game where you can't access the crypt unless you're connected online, to me, that is also a problem. Let me finish, because I know there's some people out there that are serious Mortal Kombat fans. I am a serious Mortal Kombat fan. There's no doubt in my mind that this game is still going to have great gameplay. It's going to be one of the best Mortal Kombats. But the thing is here is that the way it is now, it's going to limit your freedom. It's going to limit your experience. So if you're offline, you're not going to be able to get much of any of the unlockables. You're not going to be able to play most of the crypt. There's so many things that is limiting. Now some people will tell you that, oh, you don't need online, you just need that day one patch. But don't you got to go online to get that day one patch? Do you not? From my experience, I did some testing and I tried to go offline. You may see a bit of that in the footage that I'm showing you right now. I tried to go offline, I disconnected offline, and the story was there. But the thing is, you still need to download that patch. Now, I don't know what happens if you don't have online period and you never get that patch. If you're out there and you know what happens, let me know in the comments below. Let people know in the comments below. Because you really, in my opinion, you need that patch. From what I'm seeing, you need that patch, or you can't play the story. Or maybe it's like a DRM thing where if your thing is connected online originally when you first installed the game, then you have to have it. But from my experience, even after, like, I don't have the patch fully downloaded at the moment, but around 1 gigabyte, it's like a 2, almost 3 gigabyte download, but around a little bit after the 1 gigabyte, you'll get the option to play it. In fact, there will be a countdown for it. You know, once you step into the conquer mode, into the story, it'll tell you have this much time before it's available. Also, some of the other things like the towers of time, things like that, they're going to be redded out. You're not going to be able to play them, but as you download more of that patch, they will come available. Now that's kind of good that you don't have to completely install it, but it's still, the fact of the matter is that you even have to install a patch to play this story, to access the crypt. Is just, it's disheartening. I feel for, like, my son, for example. He was thinking about getting a Switch version. I think the Switch version is going to still be the same way. So him, as a Mortal Kombat fan, he has to be online to play it. If he go anywhere that he doesn't have internet at, he's gonna have a hard time. And you know, sometimes he goes from my house to his mom's and he doesn't have the same availability, then it's gonna probably be some issues and some problems. Now I do understand that sometimes it does temporarily collect the information, and once you get back online, it'll allow you to get your unlockables and things like that. But still, once again, you pretty much still are required to have an online connection to access a majority of this game. Now this may not be nothing too new, because if you look at Injustice, a lot of things in Injustice are kind of that way, but they're kind of not that way. I can play and level up a little bit against my son, and they should have just kept it that way, in my opinion. Just downplay, like, the amount that you can, well, nuke it, or, you know, make sure that, nerf it, make sure that you can't get that many points and do too much with it if you're playing locally. But at the same time, it needs to be there. this is just bad in my opinion. This is a bad thing, and I really hope they do something about this. But the thing is, you still would need a patch if they do something about this. It will need to be patched to be fixed, because the base game is going to tell you every single time that you need these things. You need to be connected online. I mean, I want to access the crypt. I want my son to be able to access the crypt. Any fan out there to be able to access the crypt and get these unlockables. And I understand that a lot of the characters are already unlocked, but what about attires? You know, different costumes and whatnot. You want that stuff, right? You want to be able to get these things. You want to be able to purchase these things and have them in your game for the full experience. So now you are, and I know we're in a time period where you expect everyone to have online, but that's not always the case. Some people cannot afford online. It may not be available in their area. Parents may not want their kids to have online access. There's so many different things, but I know you think like they don't want to have online access, but they can play a game like Mortal Kombat 11. Hey, people have their own opinions and choices of how they want to do things and how they look at things. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. I don't want to talk too long. I already got you guys for over 6 minutes here. Mortal Kombat 11 is out now. Don't be thinking this is a hate thread or anything like that, because I am probably going to support this game. It's just a bummer and a little letdown for everyone who don't have that access. And I gotta shout out for them, you know what I'm saying? I gotta represent for them as well. So yeah, or you know me, like the internet may go down, and what's gonna happen? Like, I can't access the story until I get back online. Well, it is what it is. Limited gameplay, but I'm sure it's gonna be some great gameplay. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching ADG Entertainment. I'm AntDaGamer, and I'm out of here.